There it is. We live, baby.
We live, baby. Welcome to the Jody and CEO show. We supposed to have two more people, but black people always late. But hey man, welcome to the End Game Podcast. This your boy Kane Skywalker, and this the boy BCEO. Hey man, we
CEO.
appreciate y'all tuning in, and we're gonna hit this intro, and we will be back.
Yeah, jumping out of the basement, best in the game, ain't no need for replacements. Beating up the block, putting holes in the pavement. Pass up the rock, the only thing we shooting J's with. Easy on the scene, family talk is the kingpin. Sports and direct, no ESPN. Being top right, busting streams through your state. Bro, we all up for debate, but this ain't first take. Hell no. Right here, you can get it in a hurry. Listen as we drop nuggets. No Joker, no Murray for the three-step Curry. Took it like a thief. My homeboy Pat classified as a chief. Jody hit us with the college. We got MLB knowledge. Boxing social with the chef. TKO before the stoppage. Playing homage to the best. Us, we proclaim Uncle Pudge and the CEO. This the end game.
I'm the one that got sick. Make that motherfucker flip. Safe bet with all your chips. I'm the one. Not the two and not the three. That ain't me. I'm the one. One and only. Ain't no asses in my seat. I'm the one. Might check me on the one. Niggas hate me cause I won. And they at me. I'm the one. Ain't no faking. I'm the no mistaking. I'm the one. Ain't no breaking. I'm the one. I'm the greatest. I'm the one.
The End Game Podcast, y'all know what it is with be the CEO, Kane Skywalker, and Mr. Who Loves Your Baby, the people's uncles pulled up on us after the intro. What's good, Uncle Pudge?
That boy got his hair done again, flexing on us.
Flexing on us with the hell, dude. I think his daughter did that.
Yeah, she do. She usually hook him up with the sweet dudes.
That's what's up, man. Oh, what's good?
She got me going on, man. She trying to build her little business. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Huh?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Yeah, man, what's going on? Sorry, man, I had to make a run, and then it took longer than what I expected.
No, you good, huh? We're going to tap into it. We're going to jump into that NFL. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay. Oh, man. Hey, somebody send Elmo the link. I am so sorry.
I'm working on it right now.
He working on it right now.
So,
while he working on it, let's just yes, sir.
Okay. Let's talk about this week, man. Let's start off with a good bear down. Those Chicago Bears finally won one in dominating fashion.
And
40-20 over the Commanders. Yes. Justin Fields, back-to-back weeks of 4 touchdowns. Say what?
No, I was saying I didn't watch it, but from the highlights,
did y'all know, though? Oh, yeah, Justin Fields was cooking. And after this performance this week, Justin Fields leads the NFL in touchdown passes.
You do.
And DJ Moore, the wide receiver, who went bananas with 3 touchdown catches, receptions, lead the NFL in touchdown reception. Now, with the Bears, we got a little bit nervous because, we got nervous because we went up again And then Washington started to make a comeback, and I'm sitting up there like, oh my God, do not let this happen again. But the Bears pulled it out. They kept their foot on their neck and got their first victory of the season. Now, this Sunday, we got to see. They're going against the Minnesota Vikings. So both 1-4. We're going to see how that play out. Justin Jefferson is injured. He's put on the IR list. And
4 weeks.
so, you hate to see somebody get injured.
Yeah.
But it's a hamstring, so we don't know. It's not, those soft tissue injuries are kind of iffy. The Bears actually have Khalil Herbert, they lead back. He's out for weeks, they say, with ankle injury. So, yeah, we don't know what that gives an opportunity to the rookie Roshan Johnson to step into the lead back role, which he's averaging over 5 a carry. So it's going to be very interesting about that. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Now, I know this is going to hurt my man, Brandon. New England Patriots back-to-back, getting blown out. We don't know what's going on up in New England, up in Boston. But it looks like
man.
Right, I don't know what's going on. I'm even disappointed. I'm a huge Patriot fan. I'm a fan of Bill Belichick, but as it stands right now, the debate is over for now that it was Tom Brady that was instrumental in the championships because he left the set, went off. First year out, he won him a championship. And Dollar Bill and them, they still struggling to find the Patriot way. So after getting crushed 34-0, I don't know.
Right now.
Yeah, I don't know if I think they can turn it around. I think Belichick can turn it around. Can he turn it around to where they make a push for the playoffs or just a push for respectability? I like to say yes. I don't think Dollar Bill gonna go out like that.
I don't think he go out like this neither. But I think playing for respect right now is what's in sight. And if we can make a wild card run and see what happens from there, but boy, oh boy, this is disappointing to see, man. At this point, you can say it was Brady. I'm still one person to say that it's not just one player. It's a team sport. There were schemes that Belichick put in place that Brady also was a part of. Brady did go out there and execute while he was on the field, but we haven't been able to find our niche since Brady left, and I think that's what's the most difficult part of it, and part of watching them play is not being able to replace and not even replace.
That boy Mo? Did he just pop in on us?
Yeah, that's Elmo, but not
you
to
can't
just replace.
Now,
you can't replace him, but finding somebody to fill those shoes has been tough out there in Foxborough. So it's been extremely tough, man, very tough.
I mean,
Elmo.
Yo, what's going on?
Well, let me hit you with this then. Let me talk to you. Do you think if this keeps going and the record, now I ain't seen Dollar Bill have a bad record since his first year there. Do you think that then they draft Caleb Williams or they stay with Mac Jones?
Man, so Mike asked me the same question about is it Mac Jones or is it Dollar Bill? And like Mike stated to me, I think that was Saturday. No, it was Sunday afternoon.
We talked Sunday.
Sunday. He's like, they don't look at dollar bill and the quarterback situation first before anything. And I think looking at dollar bill right now is it got to be Mac Jones, and then it's sad because I told Jody it's not all on Mac Jones, man. It's not on Mac Jones. I think last year put a damper in his career. It's not on Mac Jones, but because he's the quarterback, it's gonna be placed on him. But yeah, like Jimbo said, man, it's not Mac Jones' fault. But yeah, they're gonna look at Mac Jones first. They're definitely gonna look at Mac Jones first. I've been hearing that the Patriots should go ahead and tank for Caleb Williams. I don't think Dollar Bill got too much pride to tank. I don't think that's in his MO. It ain't gonna be no tanking. They're gonna come out there and
I think any professional athlete got too much pride.
Yeah. Any professional athlete got too much pride to tank. So I don't think tanking is in order. But I think Mac Jones is going to get the heat of everything that was getting ready to happen with the New England Patriots, and it's sad to see because I actually like Mac Jones. It's just that he's not progressing as he should. I think it's one of those situations that he's not in the right system, right position, and it might be time to move on from. But we'll see. Bill Belichick gonna still prepare those guys to play. It's tough watching them.
Well, I'm looking at it as.
Go ahead.
They don't have a clear-cut number one wide receiver, first of all.
Not at all.
To help develop Mac Jones.
But the Patriots ain't never.
The
Patriots never really
the days of getting but they had Tom Brady.
Been a tight end.
Brady made those receivers extraordinary.
Yeah.
They never had one, but when you have a quarterback like him that can make the receivers look extraordinary, then you really don't need a clear-cut one. Mac Jones is no Tom Brady. Hell, ain't no Tom Brady. But still, when you have a quarterback like Mac Jones, he needs a stud receiver to help his progression. A stud tight end. He doesn't have either. He has a decent running back, Stevenson, but as a stud running back, you need one of those three things when you got dealing with a young QB. And you guys are probably right that it's not Mac Jones. It's just the people around Mac Jones. So we're going to keep an eye out there in Foxborough, unless you got something to add there on Hot Corner.
Yeah, I think the well is run dry.
I think the well is run dry. Too much play.
Somebody got playback in their what's her name? Okay, there it is.
Somebody got playback in their what's her name?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I think the well is run dry, to be honest with you. I mean, I think it's time for Bill Belichick to go home and enjoy his children, his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren. Because, two things is quite obvious at this point. You can see one, obviously, Tom Brady hasn't been there in 4 years now. So one, they can't win without Tom Brady. That's proven. Two, we can't say it has to be the system, because if it wasn't the system, that means no matter what quarterback that you insert in the system, that means you can win in that system. So it's those two things right there in the combination of that says that, Bill Belichick, hands down, is the first ballot Hall of Fame coach. There's no denying that. Point blank, period. I mean, you can't get beyond that. I don't care what you say about Tom. I don't care what you say about anything. He put it in place. It was there. But unfortunately, like I said, the well is run dry now. You know what I mean? You don't have a Tom Brady anymore. He's retired at home enjoying his kids. And what he got going on right now at this moment just isn't working. Unfortunately, of course, like everybody's saying, I totally wholeheartedly agree. Mac Jones is going to be the one to take the blame of it, because he's the athlete, right? He's the one that they're paying the millions and millions of dollars to, even on the rookie contract, to come in the league. Well, unfortunately, he's not the diamond in the rough that Tom Brady was at 6th pick, 199th overall. He's not that. to be honest with you. And if they do take the system and they do get a Caleb Williams, can Caleb Williams do what Tom Brady do? Well, in essence, it's chasing Tom Brady all over again. No matter
you can't do that.
Exactly. And no matter what quarterback that you insert inside that system, it's always going to be chasing the ghost of Tom Brady, to be quite honest with you. So you have to say it's one of those two things. It's either the system or it's the quarterback. And it ain't the quarterback, right? Because he don't really have much to work with. You know, it's the system. It's Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick, thank you for your service. Just like we tell many people that join the military, such as myself, thank you for your service. But now it's time for you to ride off into the sunset, ride off on high, and you can't do it. It just is what it is at this point. Patriots are not going to be that team that's going back-to-back Super Bowls, winning going to the Super Bowl 7 out of 11 years. It just ain't going to happen no time soon anymore. And I think Bill had a good run, but his run is over.
And we're not feeling bad for the Patriots. No,
So
we know
what
they
you
had a
saying
strong
is-
run. They had a strong run for 20 years. They had a strong run.
All good things
it's
come
just
to
at
an
this
end.
point, all good things come to an end, and
Come to an end, that's it.
Belichick got to figure out a different way. He can't do it like he did it for the last 20 years. He got to figure out a different way, and it's not working right now. It is not
That's
working.
true.
Exactly.
It's just not working. So
It just isn't. So
that's it on the Patriots, man.
Wait a minute. Can y'all hear me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can y'all hear me?
we hit, but I ain't gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, don't tell your bees, buddy.
So, I just want to tell Brandon, call my little brother. Hey, you know what this feels? You know what the feeling you feel right now? Welcome to mediocre. Welcome to mediocre. Right?
He said, "Welcome to mediocre."
I will give you. You had a good run with Brady. Brady, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Brady did one thing a lot of quarterbacks didn't do, and I said this, right? I might not have been the biggest Brady fan, but he won the games he was supposed to win. They beat the teams they were supposed to beat, and that's way easier said than done. But Brady gone, and the Pats ain't been the same since. We talking about that first year they got their ass demolished by Buffalo in the playoffs, and so what a lot of Patriot fans are feeling is that, oh my God, are we mediocre? Is this what it feels like to be everybody else? You know, so you're feeling that feeling, and don't be sad. In about
never that.
Hold on, in about 2-3 years, all those Roll Tide fans will be feeling the same damn way. Feeling the same damn way. When Alabama take that nice decline because it just ain't Saban, I don't give a fuck who you put in there. It ain't like I don't care who you put in there. It ain't Belichick. It ain't Belichick and Brady. It ain't Belichick and Brady, bro. I think what it was Belichick put Belichick team around Brady, right? Belichick put where he needed to put around Brady to get the job done. And that's one thing I will say. The Patriots, when Tom said he needed more weapons, they went out and tried to get it for him.
Well, when you look at it, hold on now. The only really weapon they really had is when they came over there. You had Corey Dillon, right? You had Randy Moss. I'm just talking about over the years. You had Corey Dillon, you had Randy Moss, you had Chad Ochocinco, right? You had Antonio Brown. So those are 4 people out of the last.
No, Chad didn't pan out. Chad,
right, exactly.
No, you forgot Wes Welker. Dante Stallworth.
But the point I'm making is, even with these superstars that we're naming, some got it done, some didn't. So it can't be. So that takes me back to the point I'm saying. It can't be. It's either the system or it's the player. So it's the system itself because it's the system. It's not the players. Because if you look at the run of Tom Brady had mediocre players, average players at best to win. You see what I'm saying? He didn't really have no superstars, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? He didn't really have any superstars. He had some mediocre people that he turned good that actually helped boost their stock. Since he's gone, it's all criminal. It's like the Great Wall of China in Beijing. That joker came tumbling down. You know what I mean? It's the system. it's Bill got to go, and I've always said that all these years. I'm like, the Patriots only is successful. It's only they only successful as long as Tom Brady is healthy and they winning. But you remove him from that system, which he's been gone, and you're gonna really see exactly how. Because if your system is great, it don't matter who you insert in that system, you're gonna win, point blank, period. Okay, no matter who you. So Sonic says y'all not looking at the defensive side.
I'm glad you said that.
So I'm glad. So if you're gonna look at that, then how do you explain the Kansas City Chiefs then? Heavy on offense, defense mediocre except for Chris Jones. If you look at it, to be quite honest with you, but yet they still get it done and win. What are we talking about here then at this point? It's the system.
Well, I'm gonna say this then. It can't be the system though, because we've seen them win games when Tom Brady was out 4 games. You know, Garoppolo, Brissett. You know, they won those games. They kept chugging away.
When it was
they also had
and they was
defenses behind those teams.
Exactly.
Let's not forget they had defenses
they
did.
Don't act like Vince Wilfork wasn't a staple in that defensive line, bro.
Of course, absolutely.
Right.
I'm never gonna take away from their D.
I'm not taking nothing away from them. Absolutely, I'm not taking nothing away from them at all, but not all the time though. Also, so I think it's the system.
But you know, it's what y'all saying. It is Bill Belichick's unwillingness and stubbornness to adapt.
Exactly.
You know, because
that's what I think.
Because he's on this, it's the system. No matter what, I can plug and play anybody in the system, and it's gonna work. He's stubborn. He don't want to adapt. You have to adapt. The NFL you coached in is no longer in existence. This is a whole new NFL. So you have to adapt. And if he doesn't adapt, he's going to get sent home. Bob Kraft is used to the Patriots winning and being talked about. You know, at a certain point of time, you start looking like maybe it's time to go home, old dog. You didn't have to run. You know, maybe it's time for you to go walk off into the sunset.
And he can ride off with his
keep an eye on that. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, no other coach got Super Bowl, 6 of them. 6 of them on the hand. So, with that being said, we're going to segue into how about them Cowboys? You know, we're going to have to talk about that.
What's up with them Cowboys?
They had the number one defense going against the number 1 offense. And the number 1 offense beat the shit out of them. Like, it just looked like, I don't know, I guess you can say it looked like Wilder Fury number 2. And you know who, man, it was a beating. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Like, you know, now it's just, it comes to a point of time like, is it Dak Prescott? Is he the issue?
Well, I think Dak is trash. I've always said
every time he plays the Niners beat the Cowboys. I mean, is it Prescott now?
It's been Prescott.
You know, is it Dak?
I want to say this, right?
Do Dak have to go? Is it Trey Lance the answer?
No. Listen, I want
absolutely
to
not.
Trey Lance is definitely not the answer, and I
why not? Yeah, speak on it. I want to know why not.
First of all, let's talk about it. Dak is not okay. I believe quarterbacks get too much blame, not enough credit for shit that's out of their control. Because we can talk about Dak all we want to, but Dak ain't blocking for himself. That's for damn sure. Dak ain't out here running the passes either. You know, I'm a firm believer. If the ball hits you in your fucking arms, my boy, you gotta catch it. So Dak ain't blocking.
Well, definitely.
So there was a few times where Dak was getting blitzed and there was nothing he could do. All right. Now, did Dak make some bad throws?
But we know that. We ain't talking about that part.
But Dak made some bad throws. He made some bad decisions. But honestly, let's talk about this, right? The fucking Cowboys are so ready to get rid of Jason Garrett that you went out and got Mike McCarthy like he was a fucking upgrade. Like, I'm sorry. This is the same Mark McCarthy that couldn't get the fucking Packers into a Super Bowl with a Hall of Fame quarterback who just seemed to fumble at every playoff.
What are you talking about? Mike McCarthy won a Super Bowl with the Packers.
He won a Super Bowl with the Packers, the only one.
Yeah, one. You've had
with Aaron Rodgers.
One of the best quarter. It was like 20 years ago, bro. Listen, Mike McCarthy was like
He's 11, but it was 2010, 13 years ago. But
whatever, nigga. Mike McCarthy is like one step up.
Man, Aaron Rodgers is a choke.
That part,
right?
that part too.
Mike McCarthy is no better than Jason Garrett, and y'all was so the Cowboys are so ready that you went out and got Mike McCarthy, and it was just like, bruh, Mike McCarthy and it, because it was like that play calling was abysmal. You want to talk about that play calling was abysmal. It was like, what are you doing?
Abysmal.
Ain't Mike McCarthy calling the plays?
I think he's calling the offensive
He
plays.
called offense. He calls offense.
He called the offensive plays. It's like it's like, bro, they're putting like the number one linebacker and like that I can't think of the safety from San Francisco, number 29. That boy a headhunter, right? They putting two people on CD Lamb, and you steady trying to force him the ball. Like, brother, you gotta get somebody else involved in the passing game. Like, and what seemed to be working, you kept going away from it, bro. They stopped throwing to the running backs, and it was like that was the only reason why you was getting downfield. But you kept going away from it. But
that's how they scored. They hit that running back.
I will hold Dak to this, right? Sometimes Dak threw the ball, and I was like, nigga, where is you throwing that to? Who were you throwing that to? Because I seen 5 49ers and 1 Cowboy in that vicinity. So who was you throwing that ball to? Dak made some bad throws. But I will say this. That Dak 49ers defense literally ate the Cowboys' ass up Sunday night. Jared, right. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's like 90%. That's like 90%.
That is the problem right there.
Right. He wants all the control. So.
And you don't supposed to have that as an owner.
He's the boss. He's the owner, president, and the GM. He does the drafting. Bro, like you already own the team. Like you can hire somebody else for this. You got enough money in the bank to do this. So
he don't want to do it.
But once again, that's the ego. That's the ego taking over.
Yeah, that's all. And when you look at that, first of all, the last four meetings, the 49ers is 4-0. But Brock Purdy was out there dropping biscuits on their ass, like left and right, dude, like cooking it up like morning before you go, like you going to church. I'm like, oh my gosh, he out there dropping, man. Great day for fantasy for me, for Greg, for the tight end. Boy, it escaped my mouth because I was jumping up and down.
Kittles.
Yeah, Greg Kittles, yeah. And I'm like, man, he out there just dropping these jokers out there, and he's scrambling. But look at that offensive line that the 49ers had. They were checking Dallas. And again, this proves one thing. One key person on defense for Dallas goes out for the whole year, whole defense goes down. Now, Michael Parsons was Defensive Player of the Year last year. He can't get it done by himself. He can't. He's one person in the big system with 10 other people.
I will say this, right? I don't know what it is about the Cowboys, but every time they get a weak spot, they fix it, and then they find somewhere else to get weak. Because before they got Michael Parsons, they didn't have no pass rush. Their pass rush was non-existent, right? And then all of a sudden, Michael Parsons came through, and then it's like they had one side of the field that was totally exposed. And then it was like Trayvon Diggs steps up and gets hurt, It's like they seem to fix their defense, and then he gets hurt, and now you leave your passing game completely. Like your secondary just seems to be trash. This is like every time the Cowboys fix something, somewhere else fucks up.
Well, the biggest thing about it is they're kind of like the Dallas Cowboys is kind of like the New York Yankees. They throw money at the problem, thinking that's going to solve it and fix the problem, right? If I shove out the most money, I can get these top-rated players in here and do this. Well, that's not the case. You can shove out all the money in the world, but if the talent ain't there, and they can't get to the quarterback, and they can't stop the ball, and they can't read the defense, they can't read the offense, they don't know where to go. I don't care how much money. All you're doing is overpaying a whole bunch of people to run around. If you're going to give out that type of money, I got a 15-year-old, I got a 6-year-old, I got a 3-year-old that you get a piece of that to them, let them run around, let them do it and give them the money, because that's the equivalent of what you got out there for these so-called quote-unquote, these quote-unquote professional athletes. They just running around like my kids will run around. You know what I mean? So you might as well pay them if you're going to do it.
You got to look at it. We've seen that before with the Redskins when they brought in Dion, Bruce Smith, Andre Reed, all them cats.
Past their prime.
They go 8-8. They go 8-8.
Past their prime.
But the thing, right?
And then you fast forward to the Eagles. Remember the Dream Team: Vince Young, Mike Vick, Deshaun Jackson, all of them. That's a dream team. That shit didn't work.
First of all,
you cannot, like you said, throw money at players, throw them on the field, and expect it to work.
But Telly, it's always about the money, though.
Well, of course, it's about the money, but
in certain spots, though, in certain spots.
But it's always about the money. And you know who said it best?
Deion Sanders.
Who? Must be the money. Whatever. But think about it.
Well, one thing I got to do is correct you on, brother. First of all, Vince Young Dream and team does not belong in Vince in the same system with Vince Young. He's trash. He's a has-been. He's not even a has-been. He's a never was, to be quite honest with you.
He had a winning record. He had a winning record in QB.
Hold on, I'm gonna correct you. When they went and got Nnamdi Asomugha, and they went and had like went and got all that star-studded secondary. And they were supposed to be like the no-fly zone back there, and yeah, they had like Nnamdi Asomugha and Brian.
Everybody kept taking off. Everybody kept taking off like it was LaGuardia.
And they went from no-fly zone to the laughing stock of the NFL.
Absolutely. Let's move on.
But you can't throw money. You have to have key positions. Like it doesn't take superstars and stuff like that to win a championship.
No, Jimbo. I think Vince Young destroyed his. I think Vince Young destroyed his own career. To be honest, he's a crybaby.
Vince Young wasn't mentally tough. No. Vince Young wasn't mentally tough. That's the problem.
He was a crybaby in Texas, and they played to that. When he got to the NFL and they checked him on his ass, man, I don't give a damn what you did in Texas. This the league. He couldn't handle it, and Jeff Fisher put his ass on the bench. He killed his own career, to be honest with you.
There you go. That's right. But, hey, will the Cowboys bounce back next week? I don't know who they play.
Probably.
I don't know, because
I don't care.
This type of ass whooping might stick with them for a couple of weeks. So we got to see where they mental at. Now, here's an anomaly for y'all. Why is it that the Jacksonville Jaguars is undefeated in London? It seems like no matter who they play, they can't lose in London. Maybe you should move the damn team to London and go undefeated, because that blows my mind. I mean, is it the jet lag is beating teams, or these dudes, for some odd reason, got the secret London juice? They touched down in London, and they just unbeatable. Like, I can't explain that.
Well, I can explain it if you just listen for a minute. First of all, they running around with the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen when they get on out there. First and foremost. Second of all, these dudes. Second of all, if you look, and I heard Doug Peterson say this. He said when we have our London games, we go out there a week and a half before anyone else goes out there, so we can get used to everything that's going out there, so to get their body set. Doug Peterson said that last year in an interview. So and remember, you called it when the Bears went out there and played them last year. The Bears came out there 3 days before they prided them. Supposed
was it last year?
Was it year before
about
last?
3 years ago.
And
3 years ago,
they got
they second Matt Nagy's second year.
But this year they played back-to-back games in London. This year they played this week and they played last week. So they was over there for 2.5 weeks, already in London, used to it, already know what's going on, know the lay of the land, know the field, know everything. Jacksonville just came to play, man. They came to play, and I'm gonna tell you something.
Let's hope that flood's over with them coming back to the States. Because I honestly want to see Trevor Lawrence succeed. I actually like Trevor Lawrence. I want to see him succeed.
He's gonna win. I think he's gonna win, and he got some weapons. He got some good weapons. He got a running back. He got some receivers that they added with Calvin. Calvin Ridley, obviously, Zay Jones out there, Evan Ingram at tight end. So he got some weapons that he can actually use, and they're encouraging that young fella. They actually encouraging him, and you can see the confidence as the games go on. How he's like, you know what? Is there? Boom, and he's actually making the reads and he's making the pass. He's not as scared as he was when he first came in his rookie year. To be honest with you, he's actually confident, and you can see it in his gameplay, man. And I think he's only going to go up from here.
All right, we'd love to hear it. So listen, we're gonna switch this over to college. I know in the offseason, B finna make us some bomb ass segues.
I got you.
I know it is. We're gonna switch over to college. Listen, right? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna talk about it, right? And this is one of those. This is one of those conversations. It's one of those conversations. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm talking about it, and I'm not looking for a rebuttal. I'm giving you my honest answer and my opinion. And this is not a conversation piece. This is me getting this off my chest. This is going to be the shortest segment of all. Motherfuckers, I don't know. That's my I don't know. Okay? I was just as baffled as everybody else. I don't know. Okay? And again, I'm not looking for a rebuttal. I don't know. Okay? I watched it. B watched it. We all watched it. Right? And it wasn't just the fact that you ran the ball. It was the fact that he was down. You looked at the replay. His elbow was definitely down on the ground. When the dude, literally, he was laying on the ground and the Georgia Tech player snatched it out of his hands, right? That was problem one. Problem one was you ran the ball. Problem two, the nigga was down when they snatched the ball out of his hands. Problem three was letting a man get behind you and prevent defense and score a fucking touchdown. It was 3 really bad plays back to back. It was a clusterfuck. It was a shit show, and I don't know, okay? Nobody could answer the question, hey, bro, why you just ain't kneel it? We don't know. And to make matters worse, this is his second time doing this shit. Yeah. He did this shit at Oregon in 2018 and lost the game to Stanford in 2018. So I don't know. Okay? There's no more conversation to be had. I don't know. I don't know if he should have kneeled it. I don't know.
I'm not going to give you a rebuttal because, like you say, it's stupid. Obviously, they should give victory formation. But I think 2 things need to come out of this. One, Mario Cristobal need to be tested for ecstasy, crystal meth, and cocaine.
I don't reject that.
Two, he shouldn't be with a job. He should be out of a job because of that.
Here's the thing, Elmo. We paid the nigga too much money to be out of a job.
Damn, man, you just say fire the man out the one mistake.
No,
that's not one mistake.
That's a dumbass mistake, bro.
That one mistake right there could cost him a bowl game if you look 3 to 4 to 5 games down to what's that. That one mistake could cost him a bowl game. He should be fired for that, right,
bro? Literally,
you said it could. Right now, let's see if it does.
We got North Carolina, Clemson, and Florida State in the next 3 games. Right? And to make matters worse, right? We literally just hired Jason Taylor as like our defensive like player analyst or some shit like that.
Ambassador or something like that.
Ambassador like that. Basically, it's like he's out there basically he's a recruiter, you know? Like, cause who better than to tell you about the defensive line than Jason Taylor? Like that man was that dude. You know what I'm saying? Jason Taylor was that dude, right? So even you can see like, and it wasn't even the fact that he did it. It was people's reaction. You literally see Jason Taylor on the sideline, like you see Jason Taylor and like 3 other players, like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? Literally exact words that came out of it. Like, it was, what the fuck are we doing? So y'all, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Okay,
I ain't got no pushback. I ain't, guys. I'm with you.
I personally,
who the hell do?
I personally, as a Miami,
everybody in America right now is like, shit, I don't know.
I'm ready for Tyler Van Dyke to go. Like, I'm ready for him to go.
Damn.
I'm like, bro, you gotta go.
What JC said, shit was all good just a week ago. Now it's
listen. My problem with Tyler Van Dyke is he's too up and down. Like 1 week he's like Anthony Richardson. Like 1 week Gators loved him, and then next week they was ready to bench this nigga. Anthony Richardson was up and down for a while before he got
the Anthony Richardson comparison.
Bro, how many times did they bench Anthony? Brandon, how many times was you ready to bench Anthony Richardson?
Me personally, I think Anthony Richardson was a little bit green playing for starting quarterback for the Florida Gators. I think it's a little bit raw. So me personally, he needed to be out there and to experience those woes and those ups and those downs. That's me personally, but you're right. Gator Nation wanted to bench him every time he threw a pass. No, you're right.
Like here's the thing with Tyler Van Dyke, right?
And that man is a first round pick, though.
1 week, this nigga will go out and play against Texas A&M, who has a pretty damn good defense, and drop dimes. I'm talking about that man was putting balls in a bucket on that field. And then you go out, you have a whole week off. Go and play against a Georgia Tech defense that got smoked by Bowling Green, and it's like you can't find your head from your ass. And it's just like, nigga, what the fuck? And then
just watching that game,
I guarantee
just watching that game. My bad, Mike. Just watching that game, even without the non-kneel call, it seemed like both teams didn't want to win the game, honestly.
Bro, it's
by watching that game, bro.
It's one of them things. It's like Mario does this. Mario does this thing when we play lesser teams. He conserves his play calling. It's almost like he's trying to muscle the lesser teams, bro. And this shit be so frustrating because, like, I know
he played down to his competition.
I know we got better players than this. Because I promise you next week we go out here and get into a dog fight with Mac Brown in North Carolina, and all of a sudden he's gonna break out some of the best fucking plays he ever had in his life. I guarantee you the play calling for the next 3 games will be immaculate, right? And
let me ask y'all something.
Win or lose, right? Tyler Van Dyke is gonna have some fucking games. So it's like, nigga, how we go out here and go 45-42 with North Carolina last year with Tyler Van Dyke having 400 yards, and then turn around and play Louisville, who played like shit all season, and Tyler Van Dyke can't even get 200 yards passing. Like, what?
Let me ask y'all something. How y'all think that conversation went in that Miami Hurricane locker room when Cristobal got back to his team?
This motherfucker's stupid. I'm hopping in the portal. This motherfucker's stupid.
Here's the crazy part. The day after that, the nation's number 2 receiver committed to Miami. And I'm like, nigga, how?
He gone after that. He gone.
He committed after the game. He committed like Sunday night. He's like, I'm still going to the U. And I'm like, that's crazy. No, the board of directors made a statement and was like, that'll be the last time we ever had this we had a conversation, and that'll be the last time we have a conversation like that. Like, and somebody else was like, that no, we'll never have this conversation again. And that's it. That's all I got on that. And so after that,
let's move on.
Let's talk about the top 25 teams in college football. Georgia.
Wait a minute. Let's talk about Colorado getting a new coach next year.
Let that man
come on, Warren Sapp, man, fuck him. You do not care.
What about college football about to try to regulate this Neil deal stuff?
We're gonna talk about it in a second. But let's get to this.
Okay, go ahead. Top 25. Hit me.
Top 25. Georgia, you got your revenge. Mr. Ryan Davis only had 15 carries and 59 yards against that beat. There you go. That top 25 right there.
Yes, sir.
Ain't no way in hell we still
Look,
25.
well, look at that, boy. Look at that Big Ten right there, boy.
Big Ten up in there, and you see that, and you see Texas drop to 9. Texas drop, as you can see, who missing from that from last week? Fresno State from that upset from Wyoming. That's who missing. Fresno State up out of that joint.
Yeah, Georgia seemed the hell out of Kentucky. But listen though, since we got that up, right? Let's talk about the best game of the fucking week. Texas and Oklahoma, and which brings me to Club Shay Shay's edition of boy. Look at here, Club Shay Shay. The Big 12 referee committee is going into Club Shay Shay because I watched that Texas and Oklahoma game. Let me say this: it was an immaculate game. It was probably one of the best games we'll see all year. There was plenty defense. There was plenty offense. There was plenty grit. There was good play calling. There was no what the fuck are you doing? I will tell you this: there was lack of referees. I think the referees showed up just to watch the fucking game on the field. Because my fucking God, the reason why they are going to Club Shay Shay, because when I say let them boys play was a referee squad, it was those niggas because they didn't call shit. I'm talking about I watched that game from beginning to end, and those referees were literally just letting them play.
I told Mike the refs came to watch the game like the rest.
The refs came to watch the game. They didn't call the because I'm trying to figure out how a nigga get his face mask ripped all the way to the side. You don't throw a flag. Nigga line up in the neutral. Nigga line up in the neutral zone. You don't
show y'all
throw the flag.
This is y'all national champion right there. That's y'all national championship. Don't you forget?
We can't see it. We can't see it.
That's Michigan. That's y'all national champion right there. Don't y'all forget that right there. You hear me? It ain't gonna be Georgia. It's gonna be Go Blue, baby, Ann Arbor. That's who it's gonna be right there.
I would hope Harbaugh finally get there because he didn't have ample enough time.
We'll see at the end of the season. We'll see week 13. Right? I'll play y'all by the schedule. Let's talk about lining up in the neutral zone. Let's talk about offsides. Let's talk about illegal forward pass because what's the quarterback? The Texas quarterback, whole body was past the line of scrimmage. He threw the ball, and even the defensive lineman was like, "The fuck! I thought this nigga was finna run." You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about a roughing the quarterback pass, and it's like you hit the quarterback after he threw the ball. You put the tip of your helmet in his face mask, and they didn't throw the flag. Let's talk about you pop the wide receiver by the water cooler and you don't throw the flag. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, these referees just want throwing shit. I was like, God,
it was there to watch the game. They was there to
watch the game. Exactly.
Yeah, they was there to watch it. That's all it was.
So
they got paid to run up and down the field. That's
Georgia seemingly beat the shit out of Kentucky.
Alabama, we knew that was going to happen.
Alabama got themselves into another dogfight with Texas A&M. Ended up winning that one 20-26. Beat ball. I say this, man, as bad as Alabama quarterback is, you know what I'm saying, because he's not that great. Nick Saban and that team keep finding a way to get him out, bro. They keep finding a way to get him out there. You know?
Nick out there.
Well, they need to bag. They need to bag two of the younger brother to come back. Nigga out there on the phone like he Pookie from New Jack City, you know, like come on, man.
Hey, we won't be surprised.
Come on, man.
Hey, we won't be surprised if we see two little brother transfer from Maryland to Alabama next season. Upset besides my dumbass Canes and running the ball with 30 minutes. Washington State lost to UCLA.
UCLA, yeah, that was a good one too, man. That was a real good game.
17-25.
Really good game.
Lost to UCLA, man. It was a upset. Washington 4-1, UCLA 4-1. I'm pretty sure UCLA beat the top.
Two Big Ten teams, brother. Two Big Ten teams, brother.
We got a heartbreak. We have a heartbreak in the city. Missouri finally lost their first game. They got into a baby back shootout with LSU this
LSU
49-39. But I tell you what, boy, Missouri is a rejuvenated team. They fought their ass off. They got down, but they didn't go out. You know what I'm saying? LSU finally pulled it away. Daniels finally looked like the quarterback that we've been thinking he was supposed to look like when he got to LSU. He balled his ass off, man. Ohio State two undefeated Ohio State and undefeated Maryland. Ohio State seemed to be too much for Maryland. Ohio State showed up with bad intentions and ill will because they was busting the shit out of them.
Yeah.
They was
just
blocking
wasn't-
them. Hey, I seen a couple hits and I was like, oh boy.
That just wasn't going no other way, to be honest with you. That just wasn't going no other way. So.
Hey, man.
Let's give it to your boy. Your big
Maryland.
boy.
They
Michigan.
ain't ready.
Mud stomps Minnesota 52-10. That wasn't much.
52-10, straight killed.
Hey.
I think Michigan was up
Minnesota.
24. Michigan was up 24-3 before Minnesota scored their first fucking
They
touchdown.
like, there's only one M around here.
And then after 24-10, Michigan goes on to score 28 unanswered points. To just they was playing third string by the third quarter.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Notre Dame goes out and gets their ass beat.
Yes.
Yes.
They did.
Oh man, I mean, it seemed like their quarterback couldn't stop throwing interceptions. It's like, damn, bro, you gonna throw another pick? I said that boy looking like Dak Prescott out that joint, but he just keep throwing it. You know, he's supposed to throw to the other team, nigga. Shit. God.
It was you. Who they lose to? USC?
No, they lost to
No.
Louisville.
Louisville.
Oh, they play USC this week.
And then here's a peculiar one. Arizona and USC overtime. USC pulls it out in triple overtime, 43-41.
Hey,
Anything can happen in football.
right.
Yeah,
It's football.
43-41. Because I think after the third overtime, you gotta start going for 2-point conversion.
2-point conversions.
Yeah. Caleb Williams has a pretty mediocre game, 14 out of 25, 219 yards and 1 touchdown. USC's defense look like they could middle school team. Like, Jesus. That guys just gonna keep letting. Honestly, I think Bud's team could have scored on USC's defense, bro.
It was a down game. Down game.
I think you and Bud need to go to the USC game and get that man some pass. All right. It might be time for it might be time for the young king to put on his college highlight tape because USC was down bad the other day. Another interesting game, right? Even though Arkansas is 2-4, they've been putting up fights every single game they have. Like you just ain't gonna beat Arkansas by no double digits. Arkansas made Ole Miss go all the way down to the wire, 27-20. I don't know. Arkansas, it's like Arkansas is always just like one. Arkansas is like Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're always one play away from just kind of figuring this shit out, but they just can't get it.
Just can't get over the hump.
Just can't get over the hump. And so those are all the pretty much good games this week. Florida State beat Virginia Tech. That wasn't really much of a game. They had that one in the bag. UNC pretty much Syracuse. Now. So we got next week's schedule.
There we go. What we got cooking? What's a good one?
Oh, here we go. College Station. Here we go. College game day. It'll probably be Oregon and Washington. 2 5-0 teams.
Yeah.
Hey, Pac-12.
Pac-12, yeah.
Pac-12. Before they come over to the Big Ten.
Yeah. Michigan plays Indiana. I don't see that being, but I
don't go whoa now. Indiana be putting up a fight.
Jordan Howard ain't there no more. So
Michigan,
we don't need to be.
I don't see Michigan struggling against Indiana. Ohio State plays Purdue. Florida State plays Syracuse. That you know what? Syracuse.
Hold on now.
Syracuse been on their shit, so that might be a game. Let me see. Oh, Miami plays UNC, so I don't know. Tyler Van Dyke. Tyler Van Dyke. If you don't show up, I don't see that going good for us. We got to get our run defense up. Who the Gators play next week, B?
Let me see.
Oh, okay. We got another good one in the Pac-12. Yeah, as soon as the Pac-12 dispersed, they got all the fucking good games. We got We got a 5-1 Oregon State against a 4-1 UCLA. The number 18 play against the number 15.
I like that.
We got Missouri and Kentucky, 2 5-1 schools coming off a hard loss, both of them. Missouri
gonna kill them.
Oh, okay. Here we go. USC
South Carolina.
That might be a tough one for y'all.
It'll be
USC
tough.
versus Notre Dame next week.
Who?
USC versus
USC versus Notre Dame.
USC.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Notre Dame went against SC.
USC wins it.
We'll see.
USC wins it 28-14.
Yeah, then we got Tennessee versus Texas A&M.
Another good one. I like that one.
Tennessee's 4-1. Texas A&M is 4-2. We'll see how that goes next week.
Who Alabama played?
Alabama plays.
Don't Bama got a bye week?
No, they play Arkansas.
Oh, they play.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you say Arkansas fight to the end. There'll be an upset.
They play Arkansas, so they're gonna fight to see. So while we got a few seconds of college football, Caleb Williams said an interesting comment earlier this week. Said that he might not come out of the draft this season because he said he can get paid more in nil deals and he can get playing on a rookie contract, right? Which brought up an interesting point. I know a lot of people might not agree with me, but I like what Caleb Williams is doing, right? Caleb Williams said, "You will not stick me on a trash-ass franchise."
I agree with you.
I agree. I like it.
I'm gonna say this, right? And this is gonna lead into this conversation. And I think we might have to have a separate show to talk about this conversation, right? Because it's gonna be a conversation to have. Well, I think Caleb Williams saying I'm not coming out of the draft puts more pressure on these NFL organizations to stop putting these good-ass players in these shitty-ass teams. Because I can tell you what, we can probably name at least 10 players that got eaten up by the organization being so shitty. Like you took a generational talent and shitted on it because you didn't put anything around it on these shitty teams. And Caleb Williams is finally standing up and saying, you are not sticking me on this dysfunctional-ass team. Because the Cleveland Browns are probably winning more quarterbacks than we fucking know.
Okay, hold on. Flag on the play. Because I'm
Thank
going
you.
to
Throw the flag. Because I was going to throw the flag
I'm
too.
going to go ahead and rebut that because you can go recently now. If you want to say that, you can look at Joe Burrow, who came out of LSU, won a national championship, went to the shitty Cincinnati, and where we see it in the Super Bowl. Okay, so wait a minute. It's the player. It's the player now. Hold on. At this point, in this junction, it's the player. Yeah, we talked about systems earlier, but it's the player. If you got the talent, you got the talent. That ain't gonna deter you whether you playing in the league or if you playing on the college level. You know what I mean? At some point, you still got the fundamentals, and you know the fundamentals of the game. Regardless, I get Caleb Williams' point because yes, on the bigger scheme of things for money, yeah, I can make more. I can make more, of course, doing these nil deals than I can on the NFL rookie contract. But see, now it's me as the fan and as us as the fans. I'm gonna ask, hey, what are you scared of? Because any real true athlete, any true guy, you want to compete at the highest level. Point blank, period. I don't care who you are. And you know what I mean? But also if you look at like you said, we can go back for some years. If we can go back and you can say organizations that chewed it up. But again, I'm gonna say the time. You can look at Ryan Leaf when he got drafted by San Diego Chargers. Trash. You can look at Andre Ware when he came out of University of Houston and he came out trash. You can look at Jamarcus Russell when he got drafted by the Raiders, came out trash. So either you got the talent to make it to the, either you got the talent to perform at the next level, or you just, and the only difference between them and Caleb Williams is they didn't get paid. You know what I mean? They didn't get paid this deal, these deal deals or anything like that. I get it from the business and the business side and the perspective side of it.
But
of course,
they got fat rookie contracts though.
Right.
That's back when you can get that rookie contract.
But can Caleb silence the doubt in himself? If I step on that NFL grass, that turf, am I going to be able to put up them same numbers or be able to perform like I did when I was at USC? And that's something he got to answer with this hand.
That's something he gonna have to prove.
Because Because bottom line, the Indianapolis Colts was trash before Peyton Manning stepped on into their organization. And he elevated the organization. You know,
I agree.
You can elevate an organization.
The talent. I agree. And that's what I'm going back to that talent. You got the talent.
Ain't no such thing. You just can't put top players. That'll be like, okay, New England win the Super Bowl and they get the top players. You're messing up the parity in the NFL.
Absolutely.
If you talking about top athletes not wanting to play for trash teams, well, that's what the draft is for. So you can elevate a team so they don't have to be trash teams. You know, where would the Packers be if they didn't get Aaron Rodgers after Brett Favre left? You know, where would be...
I hear what y'all saying. I hear what you're saying, right? Here's the thing, right? And Elmo and Telly, y'all absolutely correct, right? But listen to the key words I said. I didn't say trash teams. I said dysfunctional organizations. Because a functional organization got a Joe Burrow and put a team around him. Joe Burrow got there, right? And got his ass sacked a lot. What did they do? They went out and got offensive linemen. The next year,
still getting sacked.
Well, he's still getting sacked.
Still getting sacked a lot.
He's not getting sacked as much. What did they do next year? They went out and got him one of his receivers. He said, They said he need weapons, so they got him Jamar Chase. They are slowly trying to build the team around him. The same thing with the Kansas City Chiefs. The same thing with the LA Chargers. The LA Chargers. See, I understand what y'all saying because trash teams can be functional teams. And when you get a generational player, you tend to put the right pieces around him. Look at the Jacksonville Jaguars. They were a trash team. Got a once-in-a-lifetime guy like Trevor Lawrence, and they have been doing nothing but putting shit around Trevor Lawrence. That is called...
Well, actually, that organization, since its inception, has been pretty decent.
They've been pretty decent, though, right? Exactly. So.
There's a
difference between dysfunctional organizations and trash teams, because you have trash teams that have good organizations. Like, hey, the moment we get a good draft pick and get a good player, we're gonna put the right shit around him. And then you got teams like the Bears that seem to can't fucking get it right until it's almost the last minute. Because it's crazy how Justin Fields has all of a sudden started to play better when the whole world jumped up and was like, stop playing and send that man to Atlanta. And all of a sudden, everybody started saying Justin Fields need to go to Falcons. Oh, he started playing better. Because I'm pretty sure Arthur Blank started making phone calls like, hey, what's up?
It wasn't he started playing better. No. They built the system towards his skill set.
Exactly.
They started doing plays towards his skill set.
They took the leash off. They let him do what he do.
The organization started letting him do what he do. And why was that?
Anyway.
But you are right. The Bears is a dysfunctional organization.
Yes, exactly.
And has been for.
Why is Justin Fields doing good? The moment Shannon Sharp, the moment Max Riddler, the moment the one dude, all the sports analysts kept saying the same shit. They're like, the Bears are trash. They are shitting on Justin Fields. Justin Fields needs to get out of there. His perfect fit will be Atlanta. Guess what? Next week, all of a sudden, they catering to Justin Fields' style of play. You think that's a coincidence? Hell no. Nah.
Don't nobody listen to the media. The media don't drive nothing. It is their organization. So somebody in that organization came downstairs and was like, you motherfuckers going to be out of a job.
And let this boy do what he do.
Telly. You don't think it's a coincidence that as soon as the fucking media started pushing Justin Fields to Atlanta, right? That all of a sudden they started catering to Justin Fields?
It's not a coincidence because the media be trying to push the Bears to go get all these different players like Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase asked for a trade.
Right,
the media like the Bears should go get it.
It wasn't just one media outlet though. Everybody.
I'm just saying, it's always going to be, for them, it's always going to be outrage. If you grew up in Chicago and in this area, dude, it's always going to be outrage from Seth Dillon. media outlet, man. Trust me.
If you don't want to believe it, Tully, that's fine. But I promise you this: when they was fucking up Justin Fields' career, everybody was like, "It's not Justin Fields, it's the Bears." And Justin Fields,
it's the coaches. Yes, it's the coaches finna lose their damn job.
But when everybody started saying it was obvious as fuck, when everybody started saying, Justin Fields will do really good in Atlanta next week, all of a sudden, the Bears got the shit together. But hey, we're gonna let Elmo talk about baseball because I know some salty ass Dodger fans around this joint.
Man, let me tell you something. It is getting crazy, man.
Dodger fans around this shit
It's
today.
a hot corner. We need something like that.
Y'all know what it is, man. Because I was like, man, dude, I made the predictions last week. I made the predictions last week, and only one of them came true. The Arizona actually moved on, and they actually beat the goddamn Dodgers. And they were the first wildcard team up 2-0 in the ALDS. Ridiculous. And the Dodgers have the second best team out the entire Major League Baseball. Second best team, second best record out of not out of all of baseball, but the second best record in the NL as well. So we're going over here looking at what's going on here, and I'm like, man, I said Miami would probably beat Philly because they got the more all-stars. Man, Phillies came in, swept them 2-0, moved on to the best team in baseball, which is the Atlanta Braves, and they are currently tied with the Braves. Series 1-1. They are fighting straight up. Shooting over to the AL. Minnesota swept. Minnesota ended up sweeping the Blue Jays 2-0. 2-0 in the wild card, and now they are tied. No, they're not tied now. I'll take that back. Houston actually won today, and now they're up 2-1 in the ALDS against the Twins. But they were today. Houston actually beat them 9-1. Like Jose Abreu,
they cheated probably.
No, they didn't. They didn't cheat. Jose Abreu, that former Southside first baseman and rookie of the year, number 79, hit a 3-run shot in the third inning, and followed behind him.
He knew the signal.
Mr. Golden Spikes Award winners, Alex Bradman hit a solo shot also in the sixth. So it was coming really good. But shooting on down south, baby, to Texas, they are currently leading the best team in the AL. With the best record in the AL, the Baltimore Orioles 2-0. They're actually playing right now as we speak, and right now Texas are up 6-0 in the end of the third, going to the top of the fourth. So they looking to go up. Yeah, they
blowing their ass right now. Shit.
Yeah. So they looking to go 3. They looking to go 3-0. They're looking to go 3-0 today, and probably go for the sweep. On Friday. Go to the sleep on Friday. So it is getting real thick and getting real heavy. But Arizona is the team to watch. Because if LA
all these favorites getting beat.
Yes, because if LA don't put it together, they're gonna have an exit out of this joker, and that's that multi-billion-dollar organization. Somebody getting fired, somebody not getting signed again. That's all I'm saying.
Somebody got to take the blame.
Right. Politics take that. Somebody take the blame.
Somebody got to take the blame.
Right. So it's getting crazy, man. So postseason is wrapping up really good. Postseason is wrapping up really strong, going really heavy, man. Like I said. So going on today in baseball, man. Some of the stuff that's happened in baseball. 1980, Kansas City, George Brett has hit an upper deck 3-run home run off a release ace Goose Gossage to give the Kansas City Royals.
Not the Goose.
Yeah, the Goose, man. He's at the end of his career toward this season. A victory for a 3-game sweep of the New York Yankees in the ALCS. In 1982, the Brewers complete their comeback from a 2-0 ALCS deficit by edging the Angels 43 to earn their first ever trip to the World Series. Angels outfielder Fred Lynn bats .611 for the series and named MVP.
Woo! That dude was on fire.
He won the MVP and they lost the series. Second time in history that's ever happened, actually. 1987, Jeffrey Leonard homer for the 4th straight game as the San Francisco Giants beat the St. Louis Cardinals 42-time the NLCS at 2 games apiece. In 1990, the Oakland Athletics swept the Boston Red Sox for the American League pennant and their third straight trip to the World Series with a 3-1 victory. MVP Dave Stewart won his 8th.
Jose Canseco.
Yep, time in head-to-head matches with Roger Clemens, who was ejected in the second inning for arguing balls and strikes were under Terry Cooney, who actually just retired 2 years ago. Terry Cooney, one of the great ones. And in 1996, Gary Gaetti hits a grand slam off of Greg Maddux to lead the Cardinals to an 8-3 win over the Braves and tie for the NLCS. So, baseball trivia. No Googling, no nothing. No Googling. No Googling. I'm saying it now. Right. No Googling. Everybody, no Googling.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
I'm going to offer $5 for this on 7 seconds. $5 on 7 seconds. Baseball trivia. Who, this Hall of Famer, was not only signed to a professional team, but how old was he when he made his debut in the major leagues? Who was he and how old was he when he first? What's the name? When he first?
Tom Brady?
No.
Oh, Hall of Famer.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Jackie Robinson.
Nope.
Dan Marino.
Nope. All y'all gone. So Joe Nuxall was not only signed by a professional team, but
he Joe Nuxall.
Exactly. But he also made his debut at 15 years old. 15.
Oh, wow. That's
15. Right.
How the hell we supposed to know Joe Nuxall?
Hey, I know who Joe Nuxall is. I know who
it wasn't
Bo. Bo was 27 when he got drafted. By Atlanta. But also it's one even longer than that. The Toronto Blue Jays signed 13-year-old Dominican shortstop Jimmy Kelly in 1984. And he made his he signed his debut at 13 years old. So now that prompted what you have today. Today's rule is you have to be at least 17 years old to 17 to play in the major leagues. And who can tell me who was 17-year-old and made their major league debut in that 17? Alex Rodriguez. He was 17 years old. He never played not one game in the minor leagues and played professionally until he was 44 years old, 27 years old.
Give me $1.50. I'll take $1.50.
That wasn't the original question. That wasn't
but he got it though. But yeah, that's it for baseball, guys. Till next week, we are going to know next week who is going most likely to the World Series, because the ALCS and the NLCS championship season is going to most likely be wrapped up, and it's going to be some good stuff here on Fox, man. But back to you guys.
B, we got any basketball news, my brother?
Man, it should be plenty.
Nothing big or major, but I want to talk about Mr. Victor Wembanyama, who had his debut yesterday, and by the looks of it, and I seen highlights of this dude. The dude is for real. My man's put 19. He had 19 in the game for 15 minutes, 20 points and 5 rebounds, no assists. But just from what I seen, this boy's 7'4". This boy's for real. He can handle the ball like a point guard. Right? Yeah. Dude from the Spurs. But we got preseason going on right now. The official season starts October 24th, I believe. Right now, 25th. Okay, 25th. Right now, like I said, we got some preseason games going on right now. We got the Hornets tied up with the Miami Heat right now. We got the Cavaliers actually playing the Hawks. They playing the Hawks, and it looks like they tied 65-65. The Orlando Magic, this is for Jimbo P5, baby, is playing the Pelicans tonight at halftime. The Pelicans are winning 68-67. Actually, but the Magic made a comeback. They were down by about 17 points in that game, so they just made a comeback before the half. We got the Houston Rockets and the Pacers going on right now in the second quarter. Houston got them 54-49. Milwaukee is actually up 2 points against the Grizzlies right now. And coming out of the Grizzlies camp, what?
What about the Pony Goat? Is this team playing? The Pony Goat. You already know.
He's talking about LeBron.
No, the Lakers ain't playing right now. They played yesterday. But coming out the Grizzlies camp, Ja Morant is in camp. Ja Morant is from what I hear, is doing everything he's been told to do. Of course, we all know Ja got that 25. I think it's 25. Somebody help me if I'm saying that wrong. 25 game suspension.
Yeah. It should have been 41.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, that's what's going on right now. Later on tonight, we got the Denver Nuggets, the NBA champions going against the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns had their debut the other night with Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Booker. They, from what I saw from the highlights, they look real good. We're gonna see if they can manage that throughout the season. What's up, Elmo?
Phoenix coming out the West, I'm telling you. But that team they got, I don't see nobody beating them out the West. Phoenix, I'm excited to see them play hard.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. They did beat the Pistons the other night, 130 to 126 in the final overtime. So we're gonna see how they work it out without a pure point guard, because they got Devin Booker right now playing at point, and we'll see how that rock out.
Well, Bradley one and one. Bradley one and one. That's why they got him. Bradley one and one.
I like me some Bradley Beal. I like me some Bradley Beal.
He's a pure shooter. He's a pure shooter and a pure scorer. Straight up.
Orlando Magic going to the playoffs, Jimbo.
No,
they're gonna be
hard.
No, it's gonna be hard. They'll be stepping on the door of that play-in tournament, but I don't know about the playoffs.
In that East, nah.
So Jimbo, that's a great question. Is Chet home, whatever his name is?
Yeah, home Chet.
And Victor winning Rookie of the Year. I think Victor gonna pull out that Rookie of the Year.
Oh, it's coming in late.
It sounds like
that's Jimbo. Yeah, he came in.
Man, we're cleaning up at work. I came in for my boxing news.
Oh, you came in.
Oh, there you go. We almost forgot.
Well, I'm gonna wrap it up with the NBA season is coming soon. Everybody keep their eyes open because it's gonna be hot. Now let's move out to the Chef Magic Jimbo.
Man, first off, what's up, fellas? What's up?
What's happening? Boxing and social.
Man, boxing social, man. I got some bad news.
What's that?
Showtime. They looking like they don't want no parts with the Spence Crawford rematch. Now they talking about they might move it to the end of 2024.
Yeah.
Because you know they shutting it down though. They shut it down. PBC moving to Amazon Prime.
Oh,
instead
man.
of Showtime with all they fights.
Oh, man. Well, I got Prime, so shit.
I got Prime and I got Showtime. I'll just get rid of Showtime shit. I don't care.
Yeah, nah. They about to shut Showtime down, bro.
No, they can have it. Okay.
Man.
Yeah. They going.
Don't do that. That's gonna hurt my heart.
Showtime has been there since we've been looking. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And you had the bootleg cable with the silver joints, and you had to screw it together with the connectors. Man, look.
But
Jimmy,
what's up?
What we hearing about the Fury Nagata, whatever the new name is? What we hearing about that? The Tyson Fury Nagugili
or that's taking place
whatever
in the motherland.
That's her.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's done.
That's the tune-up. That's the tune-up, right? Because
and then after that,
shortly,
he has to fight Usyk.
Yeah, he got to fight Usyk.
Yeah, Usyk. He has to fight a match.
Yeah, I don't know if Tyson Fury gonna win it though.
Nah, Tyson Fury, he gonna hurt Usyk, man.
Yeah, he gonna bust Usyk.
I don't know. Okay.
Usyk can't take nobody shots. He's done for.
Wait a minute. We got somebody that don't believe in Tyson. Hold on. So you think Usyk got him?
Now you know what that is, Taylor. It look like I can get my about other stuff.
We gotta go with that legal gambling operation. No, I got you. But no, seriously though. No, I'm serious though. Like Tyson Fury, you know what I mean? After he took these last 2 ass whoopings, man, I don't know, dude. I think a lot of his confidence been rattled, to be quite honest with you. You know what I mean? So right now he's teetering on the fence he's teetering on the borderline of, can I really do this? Or I'm gonna try to get in there and be a brawler. I don't know. I'm gonna just be honest with you. So 50-50 for me, I'm gonna be honest with you.
50-50, okay.
Shoot, it's a done
is Yeah, Benavidez. That was going
on. Yeah, the
We lose you, Jimbo.
Yeah, I think we lost Jimmy.
I think we did. I know. Just to help him out a little bit.
Can't wait for that. Showtime.
There you go.
November 25th. Benavidez and Boo.
I know is Boo Boo gonna get it done though. That's my question. Not really. Let me ask you a quick one. Is there any traction with the AJ Wilder fight? Did we lose him again?
He's scared to fight my dog AJ. My dog Anthony finna beat his ass.
I want to know, yeah, because they had it on the table. I want to know if they put that piece together.
He gonna beat him to a buddy pulp, eh? That what he finna do.
You know, we got a lot of names out there. You know, that's I want to know when Nico Ali Walsh next fight is because I haven't heard that one yet. The man been on fire. He's climbing. So you know how that go. The higher you get, the tougher it gets. You know, are we going to see him in one of these marquee matchup type deals? You know, mid-card marquee matchups, I'm, you know, curious about his career. You know, how far can it go for him? You know, got to keep an eye on that young man. And Miguel Rivera, you know, being disappointed in him testing positive for the Jews. You know, I was thinking, man, I was like, man, he had a meteoric rise as well. And I'm looking like, man, him and Nico might meet somewhere down the line, which would have been a hell of a storyline. You got the man that looks like Ali versus the grandson of Ali. You talking about a storyline that wrote itself. That would have been one. But now, you know, being under that suspicion of failed drug test, you know, although Canelo failed a few of his time too now. You know, so it's possible to come back from failed drug tests. You know, but there's always a cloud of suspicion over you. Right?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about that. That's you do drugs. If you do drugs, you're a drug addict. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. So
you know,
you're a cheater. You're always gonna be labeled as a cheater. You're always gonna be labeled as a cheater.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
But you know,
no matter what.
That's what it is.
And now to close y'all out with your fantasy news. Okay. The Family Talk Fantasy Football League has been heating up. Congratulations to Nick.
Hey, Nick beat Teresa this week, man.
Right, so he got his revenge because she beat him last time. And congratulations to the twin Nate. He won his first one. Twins on the board.
Dog, I don't know how the heck Nate beat me, dog. That's some bull crap. Nate is like 0-50, and he beat me.
Yeah, Jeff Jimbo goes down again. Jody was close. He was right there at the finish line, and they took it from him. Like, number 2 may have to wait till next week. I got the Juggernaut is still undefeated. I couldn't take him down.
Boy, that boy Chris rolling, ain't he?
Man, rolling. Elmo went down.
Hey, I tell you what,
his
somebody
players
better take him
went
down
down
before he see me.
Yeah.
I tell you that.
Yeah, Elmo players kept going down left and right.
Yeah,
And it didn't help him. He left. It didn't help him that he left almost 100 points on the bench.
Yeah.
You know, man lost to a dude that didn't have 3 players that didn't play.
I'm like,
I'm like, I don't know how you do that, but
Oh,
that's just some bad luck.
It
Be
happens.
the CEO keeps rolling. Be the CEO is rolling. He is since Alvin Kamara came back. That man has been on a roll. You know, he only got one loss. He rolling.
Hey,
So
tell
he
Chris
looked to
I'm coming,
be
boy.
a
Tell
yeah.
Chris
I'm
I'm
like he
coming,
looking
boy.
to be a contender. He looking like a
Chris I'm coming.
contender. You know, myself, I lost once again to the juggernaut. Next week, we look to bounce back. We're gonna shout out to grade eight. I won again. Look like I'm a contender in that grade eight. I want to keep on rolling. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jody, but it's I'm a roll. I gotta get something. Man. I gotta.
I had to spank Jody this
Man.
week. I
Yeah,
had to
you
spank
had
him
to,
this
you had
week.
to,
Oh, Jumbo, don't you start, nigga. You won by
Had
like
to,
3
had,
fucking points. Don't
hey,
you
and
do that.
when you
Don't.
beat me, how many points you won by? Like 2 or 3 points.
Okay, and you know the part that pissed me off. The part that pissed me off is that all Devontae Adams had to do was fall in the end zone, bro. And that would have been game. That shit bugged me. That
it
shit
hurts.
so bad. Hey, you know what?
Hey,
It
I ain't
I'm
gonna
hurts,
lie.
man.
I almost texted Mike, but I like Mike finna be sick of this time. I said I ain't gonna bother him. Said I'm
listen,
gonna give him a break.
listen. I'm like this close, and I mean when I tell you I'm this close from trading away Saquon, like I might have to call Jimmy back and
Nah, you wanna call me?
I'm like this
Well,
close from trading Saquon, bro.
Hey,
hey,
well, you know I want Saquon. Give me a call, baby.
there's a lot of
Hey
trading
man,
going on
listen,
now.
public service announcement. When y'all trade with Jimmy, write it down. Because my dog seems to forget every time we talk. He seems to forget. Write it
He
down.
don't
I'm
forget with
done
me.
talking.
He don't forget with
I'm
me
just saying,
though.
he don't forget with nobody else but me. And he want to use his
Hey,
mind
Brandon,
on me.
that's you, cause that nigga on my line, that nigga was on my line 2-3 times a week.
I know it. Jimmy think he's slick.
Hey,
Oh
Stop picking
yeah.
up on him. Stop
hey,
picking up on him.
hey, soon as waivers up, Jimmy giving me a call. Like, what's going on, my favorite brother?
Hey man, for real. Jimmy, I see that Jimmy Jr. hit my phone. I'm like, Jimmy want to trade. I'm yeah. And we'll sit up there and hash it out. My man, I love negotiating with
Brandon,
Jimmy.
I told you I was sorry, bro.
It is
I'm
selective
sorry.
memory.
It is selective
He ain't,
memory, exactly.
it's selective memory. That boy remember when he wanted
Hey,
to
I ain't
remember.
come on here for this. I ain't come on here for this.
He said, hey, come on here to be attacked.
I feel
But
attacked.
that's our show, though, man. That is our show.
That's it,
I would
man.
like to thank everybody once again for the support for the end game. We love doing sports. We love talking sports. Matter of fact, if you love talking sports, give us a shout. We'll let you on. We'll let you on to talk with us. This is, man, this is the public, baby. This is for y'all. This is for us. We want you to like, subscribe, and share. Check us out. Not this Wednesday, not tomorrow, but Saturday. We back on the barbecue, cooking up some good stuff. And then the following Wednesday, the following Tuesday, the end game. And then the following Wednesday, me and Jody are back to our midweek shenanigans on the Unhinged podcast. Hit us up on our social media pages, Spotify, Apple. Can we get that pulled up for the people? Anything that got anything to do with podcasting, that's us. Check us out because, as we always say, it's not just a podcast. It's a family, people. So that's it for me. The people's uncle, Uncle Pudge, Brandon B, the CEO, Mr. King Skywalker, Jody, Elmo, the hot corner Jackson, my brother from the same mother, and Chef Magic Strong, Chef Jimbo, the man
Jim
with the
Easy.
cooking.
Hey,
Strong
y'all.
Catering is back, by the way. Strong
Yes,
Catering is
sir.
back.
Y'all make sure
Look
y'all
at
come
my
holler
man
at your
Media.
boy. Saturday morning, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. At the farmers market downtown Bradenton.
Downtown Bradenton. Call out my boy.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Mike to come out there and act the fool. I'm waiting for him to come out the
Hey, you know, I'm gonna pull up on you. But hey,
I know you is.
we'll see y'all Saturday. And guess what?
And we out.
Yeah, jumping out of the basement, best in the game, ain't no need for replacements. Beating up the block, putting holes in the pavement. Pass up the rock, the only thing we shooting J's with. Easy on the scene, family talk is the kingpin. Sports and direct, no ESPN. Being top rate, busting streams through your state. Bro, we all up for debate, but this ain't first take. Hell no. Right here, you can get it in a hurry. Listen as we drop nuggets. No Joker, no Murray for the 3-step Curry. Took it like a thief. My homeboy Pat classified as a chief. Jody hit us with the college. We got MLB knowledge. Boxing social with the chef. TKO before the stoppage. Playing homage to the best. Us, we proclaim Uncle Pudge and the CEO. This the end game.
I'm the one that got the stick. Make that motherfucker flip. Safe bet with all your chips. I'm the one. Not two and not three. That ain't me. I'm the one. One and only. Ain't no asses in my seat. I'm the one. Might check me on the